Well, we came up to the lot today. Not really sure what to expect, but there's a pretty low cloud layer. You can see all the way down in the valley on the view side. And then if we slowly pan across the street, the guys on the other side are looking down at nothing. We didn't really know what to expect, but it does look like they've put some different rocks at the end of this little flume, and they've put some, I don't know, large rocks or gravel up here at the top of the driveway, and looks like the forms are a little bit better for pouring the footers. So we'll kind of walk down here a little bit, walk down the driveway, and kind of take a look here at the foundation. So they've got the footers laid out. Obviously they haven't poured yet, but that's kind of the basic outline of the house. And let's walk down there. Well, I'm not entirely sure how many of y'all have seen the floor plan, so hopefully all of this stuff on the ground makes sense. So kind of come down to the bottom of the driveway, and then we've got two garages. We've got a two-car garage right there, and then we pan over a little bit, we got a single-car garage over there. So you can kind of tell now where the layout of I guess it's where the cars would essentially sit. But this wall, the outside wall of the garage, is going to kind of follow this little bump out pattern. And then also on the inside wall is obviously right where those footers are dug. So, you know, you've got the car space, and then there's a couple of feet on both sides, and then I think it's 24 feet deep. So it's 4 feet deeper than a normal. Well, I say it's normal. Our Florida house, the garage I thought it was kind of small. It was 19 by 19, and most of the two-car garages around here are 20 by 20. So this is essentially 24 by 24. You get 2 feet on both sides, and then 24 deep. And then I forget how wide the single car is, but we're also 24 deep here as well. So we'll kind of walk around the edge. I don't want to mess up what these guys are doing, but kind of walk around to where the front door is going to be. Over in here, there's going to be a little bump out in the garage right there that's going to go. We've got a little area for a water filter and water softener if needed. There's going to be a little loop there for that. And then it's kind of the service that goes out to the middle. That's going to be an island where all of that stuff is sticking up, is going to be the kitchen island. So the main floor plan of this, if you look at it, there's kind of 2 bedrooms and a bath over here, a huge great room that's great room, kitchen, dining room, and then the far corner over here is kind of laundry and master stuff. So this will be the front porch. You can see they've got the posts, whatever, the cement post things sitting there. This front corner is going to be the guest room. So kind of come in the front door here. Guest room will be off to the left. There is a full bath on this end of the house. So there's a tub and toilet, sink, and all that laundry or linen closet all right here in the middle. And then my office is going to sit at the back of the house here on this back corner. You can see our full-length patio is starting to form up a little bit. They've got a couple of holes dug for the footers, for the 3 posts I had them add a post. This was originally drawn with 2 posts, but we are going to have 2 big sliding glass doors right here, and one of these posts was lined up in the center of each of the glass doors. So this way we'll wind up with one of the sliding glass doors will be here, and then this post will be in the middle of it. The other sliding glass door will be here, and then it doesn't block any of the windows from the office. So I don't know. I think it was cool that we caught that, because I'd be mad about it later. So again, this is going to be the kind of dining room area, and then kitchen with the island. This back corner is the master bedroom. For the most part, it's kind of this big general area here, and then over here in the corner, there's going to be where this little bump out is. There's a little shower, and then a water closet. There's a vanity right here, and then that area across there is a pretty huge, I think it's like 8x8 walk-in closet, and then the master bedroom's here in the corner. And then as we kind of scoot around, here's the single car garage. Again, we've kind of got some extra space built here on the end of the single car garage. And then this corner over here is a small little bump out that was already in the plan, but we added a water feature to be able to hook up a garage fridge and have ice out in the garage. So this garage is probably going to be where the daily driver goes. It also will be wired for EV charging. So those will that wiring will already be in the wall when we move in, even though we don't have an EV yet, but we probably will before too long. And now we're kind of back where we started from. And here we are, kind of back at the corner edge of the house pad. And it looks like they have been out here recently with a bulldozer and have pushed back this line of brush quite a bit farther back. So that is definitely helpful for kind of creating a fire perimeter. And it's interesting. I had a bunch of false positives on the game camera this past week pointed up here towards the house, and now it probably makes sense that they were down there with some type of bulldozer. If you look, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but right about here is a big rock, and that big rock is sitting in the clearing that the game camera's at. So from the game camera, that rock is, or the game camera's facing us, and that rock is about, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 o'clock as the game cam points back up the hill towards us. I did look into who owns this lot next to us. It's super steep and probably pretty hard to build. And what I figured out and what I can guess is these people don't live that far away. And this is, I don't know if we've talked about it a whole lot, but we're in a gated community that has an HOA, and there's a bunch of amenities here. There's a golf course and a couple of exclusive restaurants and stuff like that. So I'm guessing that these people paid probably nothing for this lot 12 or 13 years ago, and they're just sitting on it with no intent to ever build, just so they can use the amenities here. So I don't know if they'd be interested in selling it to us. Probably not, because they probably want to use the amenities. But I'm still kind of, jury's still out on where the workshop is going to go. I did get a copy of all the easements, and it looks like we would be fine putting the workshop over here, kind of on the other side of this little drainage area, but it would just kind of I don't know, be a little bit of an adventure to get over there. I'd hate to walk all the way up the driveway and then across and then back down to the workshop. I don't know, put a cool suspension bridge in or something like that. Might also be something, but I don't know. So here we are, kind of looking back up the road. Our oak tree is still there. And then kind of facing this way, we'll probably want to talk to the property owner next door and see if they mind if we kind of clear out some of this brush that's up against the property line, just to kind of help protect us a bit from fires. And this rock, one of the videos previously I was talking about, you know, maybe that they would lay that thing flat. And now I don't think I'm so worried about it. I thought earlier that it might obstruct the view from the back porch, but now that they've kind of moved stuff around, I don't know that that's in the way. So we might just leave that guy where he is. As I was about to walk up the hill and head back to the car to warm up, I figured some of you non-California people might find this interesting. So this wall here that the garage is in is considered a shear wall. So this is kind of some earthquake, I don't know, seismic stabilization type stuff here. So you can see that's, I don't know, maybe an inch or inch and a quarter threaded rods that go maybe 24 inches down into the footer. So pretty robust bolting for the seismic stuff. All right, we're gonna walk up here, back up on the road. This is the old driveway before they cut the new driveway, and it's left kind of a flat spot up here. And maybe this is a question for Dad, but we're building an all-electric home. And being that we're up here, you know, 2 weeks ago, I think the last video, you guys saw it snowing up here. So we're kind of building some resilience into the home. And one of the things that we're probably going to do, probably within the first year, is whole home generator backup. And we're gonna, obviously there's no natural gas up here, so we're gonna have to put propane in. Obviously we don't want the big propane truck driving down our driveway, and I thought about putting the propane tank up here in the old driveway. Now, I'm probably standing right on about the edge of the utility easement. So, a 1,000-gallon tank, I think it's 14 or 15 feet long, would probably fit in there pretty well. I might have to move a little bit of dirt over there. And the HOA is going to make us, you know, build like a little privacy fence around it and paint it the same color as the house and everything. But I wanted to ask Dad what he thought about putting the propane tank there. Obviously, the bulk salesman could pull right up and fuel it up real easy. But, you know, I'm pretty sure Dad's going to say, oh, propane's heavier than air, it'll float down the hill. So I don't know what your thoughts are, Dad, but I'm probably going to bug you about that at some point, about what do you think about where to put a propane tank. I really don't want to put it over there with all this drainage here, and I think there's going to be a pretty significant amount of other utility stuff running in over there. So I don't know what the answer is. Even if we did put it over here, code says it's got to be 24 inches deep. So I don't know what the best way to do. Go down the hill and around the back of the house, stopping at the grill, and then around. But from what I'm believing the plans are, is to have all of the power utility stuff on this outside wall over here. So obviously the closer the generator is to the rest of the batteries and all the solar stuff, probably the better. So either way, Dad, I'm probably going to be bugging you about that at some point in the next couple months. They did leave us a bunch of rocks up here. I think those are kind of cool. I don't know that we'll ever be able to move them, but it might make for a fun place to put a driveway camera up in those rocks staring over here, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Alrighty. So I'm up here shooting this video and somebody sneaks up behind me. Hey, are you cold?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
Somebody's cold.